Welcome into another edition of The Butcher versus the Spin Instructor. I'm Neil McCready. Greg Jones of LB's Meat Market. He is really the guy that makes this happen. The people at LB's Meat Market make this happen each and every week. We've been doing this since, early September.
Yeah.
Early September. I think this is the 20th, maybe the 19th week, the 20th week of The Butcher versus the Spin Instructor. Campbell McCready from Zen Studios in Fayetteville is with us as well. She's the spin instructor. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Great.
Greg's there at LB's Meat Market. Campbell's in the Kyo House at Arkansas in the 12-girl room, and I can tell that there's more than one girl in the 12-girl room. So if there's some background noise, that's where it comes from. Super Bowl. Let's quiz Campbell here, Greg. Campbell, who is playing in the Super Bowl in 2 days?
The Chiefs and the Buccaneers.
That is correct. The Chiefs versus good job. The Chiefs versus the Buccaneers. Super Bowl 5 in Tampa, Florida. The game's at 5:30 Central Time on I think CBS is carrying it this year. We'll get to the game in a minute. Kansas City, the defending Super Bowl champs, a 3-point favorite. Greg, I was in LB's a little while ago, probably about an hour and a half ago or so. You guys had a lot of inventory and a lot of people starting to get stocked up for the big game.
Yeah. I just got done doing some smoky bacon cheeseburgers. So we'll have that for the weekend. I put that high temperature pepper jack cheese in it. We double smoke the bacon and grind it up into the Wagyu out of the round. So it's a really, really good burger. So it's actually, sometimes the bacon isn't cooked properly on your burger and, kind of gives it a bad vibe, but we go ahead and grind it up into the burger. So it's got that good, bacon taste, and the pepper jack cheese makes it really well. So yeah, just got stocked up and we're ready to go for the weekend.
So when you say high temperature, you don't mean hot on your
so it stays in form on at a higher level. So whenever if you look at that summer sausage, it's kept its form in the summer sausage. So it doesn't melt after a particular temperature. So it stays intact. So it's really good on that summer sausage.
So you had all the stuffed jalapenos, the stuffed mushrooms, all the stuff that, because I don't know about you guys, when I think Super Bowl, I think like an assortment of stuff. I don't think like one thing. I think like, and I know in COVID times we're going to get yelled at for talking about this, but let's face it, people are having Super Bowl parties. I still think it's dips and it's appetizers and it's sliders and stuff. It's
sausage and cheese plates.
Yeah, more than that's what I'm going to smoke some wings and I'm going to do a sausage and cheese plate. I just got a bunch of sausages at LB's. I got the spicy Hawaiian.
I got the Jardin.
Yeah, yep. I got the Swayze with the bacon and jalapeno.
Beer, bacon, cheese, and jalapeno.
Yeah, you can't think about that. Beer, yes. Bacon, yes. Cheese, yes. And jalapeno for me on everything, yes. I got some of the chicken feta, spinach, because the spinach cancels out everything else. Where now it's a healthy meal, and then you gave me some of the summer sausage, which I'm pumped about.
Yeah, that's that high temperature and Jardinere summer sausage. It's really, really to die for. It's good stuff. But yeah, it's always good just to have like a kind of a nice table with a spread. You can basically go jalapeno poppers, duck poppers, stuffed mushrooms, and then turn around and do your sausage and cheese plate. And then, we did a bunch of bacon wrap pork loins. So you get a big loin that you can smoke and slice and do some sliders. Those are always good and then you can get that about the 2 or 3 of those smoky bacon burgers and, make them into little sliders. So there's a lot of good options for Super Bowl. There's no doubt on that.
What about for you, Campbell? What's your favorite? Because I know that you're in college, so you go to Super Bowl parties. I don't think you're really worried about how the Bucks are going to get to Patrick Mahomes. I know that's not the big part of your thought on Sunday. What are you thinking about for the Super Bowl?
Well, honestly, my friends have not brought up any plans for the Super Bowl. We have to, our where I live in Cayo, they do not provide us food for the weekends, but I am on a budget, so I have to, maybe go pick up like a sandwich somewhere. So I don't think we'll be getting the same, LB's food that my dad will be eating at the house on Sunday. I wish I could, but I don't really know what our plans are. We'll see.
I'll take pictures of the spread and send them to you, and you can just salivate a little bit.
Yeah, and get a little jealous. So
yeah, get a lot jealous. All right, so we're at the final game of the season, guys. You guys have picked. I'm doing the math real fast. You guys have picked. This will be the 130th game that you have picked this season. 130 games. Both of you went 0-2 last week. You both had Green Bay beating Tampa Bay, and that didn't happen. And you both went with the upset, Buffalo over Kansas City, and that did not happen. Unfortunately, it did not happen. So Campbell, for the year, you are 75-54, which is very, very good. 21 games over 500. Greg is 63-66, 3 games under 500. So Greg, no matter what happens with the Super Bowl, there's just nothing Greg can do. we could throw in all of the prop bets in the world, and I don't think it would matter.
No, we could put in an extra bet on the heads and tails, to see who won that. I think that's the most bet thing on the Super Bowl is heads or tails.
What they say is actually one of the big bets for the Super Bowl bet is how long the national anthem lasts from opening note to closing note.
Yeah, over and under on that.
Yeah. I don't even know who's singing it this year. I think that who's the halftime performer?
The Weeknd.
The
Weeknd.
That's what I keep up with, not who's playing. I keep it with who the halftime performance is.
So when you hear the Weeknd's playing, is that good? I mean, you're fired up for that, or?
It's not like I'm like thrilled or anything to like watch it, but I mean, he's good. I like his music.
Oh, that's just one person. That's not a band?
That is just one person. It's the Weeknd without the E at the end it doesn't exist. It's WEEKND.
Oh.
The Weeknd. Wow.
He couldn't decide whether he wanted to be Saturday or Sunday.
No, y'all definitely heard his Y'all definitely heard his music.
No, I have heard some of his music. I've always wondered why he called himself The Weeknd. But it works.
Stage name.
Yeah, it's a stage name for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think like the other prop bet. Who's the MVP? First touchdown. Mm-hmm. There's some prop bets on passing yards for Mahomes. I think it's 330, and Brady I think is 300. Over under.
I saw an interesting one where will one of the coaches have the mask fall down under his nose? That's called something now or something like. So yeah, they have a bet, and then I read on the Twitter it said somebody put a $10,000 bet that the opening kickoff won't be returned for a touchdown, and he gets $350 payback on a $10,000 bet.
Oh, that it won't be.
That it won't be returned. I mean, can you imagine just putting $10,000 on something like that, and just kick it through the end zone, and you win $350 off that?
But can you imagine how your heart, like if you had a Devin Hester moment where with the Bears where he took the opening kickoff and ran it back for a touchdown against the Colts, you would just be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
I'm trying to think. There was another big bet that got paid. It was Peyton's Super Bowl where the first score was a safety. I think that was a huge payday, and I think that was the Broncos. I think they got a safety on the first play or something like that.
That's awesome. All right, so it's the Chiefs -3 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's in Tampa. Really probably doesn't matter. First time, in case anybody doesn't know, it's the first time that a Super Bowl participant that the game's at their home stadium. Yeah, it's never happened. So it took 55 times, but here we are, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing in their home stadium against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're a 3-point favorite. Tom Brady's 10th Super Bowl. Unbelievable. It's an unbelievable stat. This is the 10th Super Bowl for Tom Brady. So, Greg, we'll start with you. Chiefs -3 versus the Bucs.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. We'll see. I mean, I think I've bet against Tom Brady this whole playoffs, and if he gets me in the Super Bowl, touche. He's the GOAT. So, with that being said, just Patrick Mahomes outside the pocket. Can always create, and I just feel like that the Chiefs defense is kind of super underrated, and they're actually going to probably get to Brady a little bit more often than he has in the last couple of games. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Not a lot of back-to-back Super Bowl champions out there, but I think the Chiefs can pull it off.
Campbell, Greg's going with Kansas City. This is your final pick of the season.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to agree. Well, first of all, did the Chiefs win last year? I'm confused.
Yes, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year.
Okay. Well, I'm going to agree. We were talking about it last night. I mean, I don't really care anything about football, as we know. Like, I don't even know when. I just don't care. But a lot of people from Kansas City. So, a lot of my coworkers are from Kansas City. So we're going with that. And I'm agreeing with Greg.
Yeah, I was in Fayetteville last weekend. There was a lot of Chiefs stuff walking around. There's a lot of Kansas City kids that go there. So I saw Chief stuff every single day. I don't recall seeing any Buck stuff.
Nope.
Yeah, that was so funny that she really doesn't care about football, but yes, she's 21 games over 500, and it's just so casual with it.
Greg just feeling like a knife in his chest. Each time she says that. I guess, Greg, before we start to wrap it up, how do people get in touch with you if they want to put an order in, or if they just want to find out what's around at LB?
Yeah, we'll just always call the store, 662-259-2999. I'll answer, Richard will answer, whatever kind of big order or small order, we'll get you taken care of. We've got plenty of lane train specials this weekend. I've got plenty of ribeyes, and got a lot of fish. Got a lot of fish this weekend. We got salmon, some halibut, some mahi, some snapper, some grouper, some tuna, some swordfish. We even got some Murder Point oysters. And then we also have the Gulf shrimp also. So got a lot of seafood. I don't know if it's going to be, on the menu for a Super Bowl, but it's always good to come in and get some fresh fish for sure. Yeah,
don't forget when you walk into LB's, the frozen section's on the left. It's all fresh, frozen. It's great. $2 off everything. So you can save yourself a couple of bucks if you're not going home and putting it on the grill right away. Kind of the way to go. I just got a couple of tri-tips for tonight. I got them frozen and got them thawing in some cold water. I'll put them in the sous vide later, and no one would ever know that when I got them at noon today, they were frozen at LB's. The food is.
How are you going to cook the tri-tips? You're going to smoke with sous vide and smoke?
So I'm going to sous vide, and then I'm just going to sous vide them to about 130, probably, and then I'm going to get the grill pretty hot. And I'm going to sear them probably 2 minutes each way, so 8 minutes total, and then I'm going to get them off the grill.
Yeah, I mean that's a real underrated cut. That tri-tip's really underrated.
It's fantastic. I mean, I was kind of digging around looking for whether it was a flank or a tri-tip or whatever, and I saw the tri-tip, and I was like, oh yeah, bingo, because it's great. Because you get
And it's real easy, you can slice it, and it's really good for sliders and stuff like that. So yeah, tri-tip's a very underrated cut.
Yeah. Greg's got the picanha as well. If you're wanting to do something a little, something that gives you an excuse to be out by the grill during the pregame show, a picanha takes about 4 beers to smoke.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do that picanha. I've seen some people, sear it really hard for 5 minutes on each side, and then slice it into where it's still rare, and then cook it back on the grill as like a New York strip.
Oh yeah,
and where you slice it. But those got plenty of ribs. Got some St. Louis style ribs. Got baby back ribs. Got some Boston butts. Got some pork tenderloins. So yeah, a lot of things that you can just put on the grill and just enjoy a couple beverages, and it'll be done.
You know what? The ribs would be a fantastic idea for this Super Bowl too, because you get the Kansas City Chiefs, so you get the Kansas City barbecue, and I mean, you go to. I'm betting there's some ribs being sold in markets around Kansas City this weekend.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, those Those are great, man. You put those on a smoker for a couple hours, maybe not quite 2 hours. They're falling off the bone. Just fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun this year. I was telling you guys before we started, I've gotten so much positive feedback on this show. People are like, that was a great idea. I've had people inside my network at rivals.com say, that was a really smart idea. And I'm like, well, it really wasn't a smart idea. It was just, I told myself this summer, if we have football, we're celebrating football, and we're celebrating football in as many different ways as we can. And this one's been a lot of fun with Greg and with Campbell. We've had some guests along the way. Parker Sheeran lost, had to eat a hamburger for the first time in her life. You'll be happy to know, Greg, that she's now had another couple of hamburgers.
Okay. Okay. They probably weren't as good as that first LB.
No, definitely not. We had, Kaio chefs make the burger, but she ate all of it. So.
Did she figured out that you can put ketchup and mustard and like lettuce and tomato? Oh,
yeah. I exposed her to jalapenos, mustard, and bacon on a burger, and I think
that sold her.
And I think she's pretty interested now. So.
Yeah, I just got done cooking one of those smoky bacon burgers with the pepper jack, just to make sure it's good. So quality control moment here after the show's done. So I'm gonna probably caramelize some onions and some barbecue sauce. So should be pretty tasty.
All right. Well, listen, we can't thank you enough, Greg, for sponsoring this over the course of the season. I hope we do it again next fall. We get another football season coming our way before we know it. Everybody will be back on campuses, thank God, and playing college games and pro games, and hopefully more fans in the stands and more fans coming to town, and hopefully people are tailgating in the Grove and wherever they tailgate in Fayetteville and everywhere else around the SEC, because I think we're all kind of ready to get back to that spot in our lives. But hopefully this show helped you guys enjoy the football season a little bit. I know it helped me enjoy it. I look forward to this every single week at the end of the week. It was a lot of fun to visit with Campbell, of course, and with Greg, and to do this and to watch Campbell somehow or another put together that she did. I don't think she could do it again, but maybe we'll find out next fall if she can replicate it.
I would not be shocked. I'm serious. With these angles that she creates in the best
they work.
They work. And I just whenever we did the I liked Buffalo against Baltimore a lot, and I just didn't think of the Bachelor angle. And
maybe next season you can come prepared with some information on the Bachelor franchise.
It seems like I need to get more friends in different locations to where I can get some good picks in there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, hey, thanks to both of you. Thanks to everybody out there who listened for all the feedback. It was a lot of fun. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 55, 5:30 on Sunday evening. So enjoy the game, stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you again in the fall for another season, hopefully, of the Butcher versus the Spin Instructor presented by LB's Meat Market. For Campbell McCready, for Greg Jones, I'm Neil McCready. Have a great weekend. Take care.